Welcome friends. This is your Palanichamy. We have been talking about the competitive exam success strategies. So today's strategy is very important. Continuous effort to increase your knowledge or add up your knowledge. Now most of the students and aspirants, whenever I meet them, they always say that, sir, how many hours, how many books, how many days, and how many months, and how many years. See, I'll tell you, the general knowledge preparation and study is a continuous effort. Unless otherwise you do a continuous hard work, you will not be able to succeed it. Now, you may ask the question, sir, how it is possible you have studied long back and all. I told you, so many videos I have spoken that 6th standard onwards we start reading. When you read basic subjects, whether it's a science, whether it's a social science, whether it's mathematical fundamentals or any subject I am telling you, basically it starts from your school. When you read something about it and then related ideas and things will come and follow. For example, I study a subject in geography. When I read the physical setting which I read very little in my 6th standard. When I reach 9th standard, I will read drainage system and forest types and detail. When further I go to a graduation or even 11th, 12th, and then most of the time then I go and read the theories. How these landforms formed and in detail. But we studied in 6th standard, it was a little bit. Then later it was a little heavy. And third, when you see, it was all theories and practice and concepts and things. Now problem is, people, when you really read these basics, then somebody gives an idea of how it happens. Then you will be able to understand it. For example, now I am recording this audio or video both in a cell phone. Through cell phone I am recording it. Can you think about it 25 years back whether it was possible, it was not possible. Now things have changed. The technology has changed. Right? Now we have heard mail, we had a post, and we had a light, we had a camera, we had so many instruments, and together in one instrument called cell phone, everything is there. You have a clock, you have a calendar, you have a calendar, you have a light, you have a torch light, what not, you have a video, you have a photograph, the camera, all these submerged in one single instrument, right? But there is a change, we have studied the step by step, all these things now conglomerated and put it in one single instrument, but small thing. Now the latest studies coming about artificial intelligence, how does it work, whether it's a software, from the software, how it's being done. See, for all these things you need a basic structure, basic study. That's what we always say, that it's a continuous effort. Somewhere it's happening something like that. For example, now Hope 2024, it's a 29th meeting, and it was happening in Azerbaijan. Wow. Now problem is, most of the time then we think where it was happening in 2028, but it's all general knowledge. But we should know about what is coming, the parties. We should know who are all the signatories and where it started. So unless otherwise you continuously follow. This is about geography I am telling you. Now you just think about the history. When we studied in history, all these things we always think that history never changes. But history also changes. How does it change? History changes the new innovation or new findings or new excavation. For example, the latest thing about the Kilidi in Tamil Nadu. Now, it's about earlier, there was a thinking, it was like the Harappan and Mohenjo-daro culture was in the top, and then we don't have any linkages and all. New studies have come. Now this Kilidi has thrown so much light on that. Further, and there is a latest finding, the gene, whatever the finding from the Mohenjo-daro Harappa side, the gene is matching with only few people who are there living in Nilgiris. Now you tell me how it's also becoming dynamic, every subject being dynamic. So there should be continuous studies on any subject. Now for example, now we had IPC, Indian Penal Code changed to BNS, Bharati Nyaya Nida. So what will happen? Now there is a change, whether the law changed or not, but the number changed or not, but the law name is changed. It's a dynamic. History, geography, political science, constitution, you just go on. Any subject you change, if you take it, there is a change in dynamism. So, but basically we should understand what is constitution, we should know what is political science, we should know what is commerce, what is economics, what is physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, like that, branching out so many subjects. For example, basically we studied only in mathematics. Mathematics further branches out into statistics, further it goes into many subjects. When you study physics, or it's not physics, it's science. From science, then into physics, chemistry, biology. Biology further divided into botany, zoology, and further it goes into medical sciences, nursing, and engineering. In the physics side it's engineering, mathematics side it's all engineering. Biology side there are so many pharmacy, there are many subjects going on, like biotechnology and all. Problem is, branching out and understanding these science development, or history development, economics development, all these things are coming from the basics. So basic study, which how we do it and how we remember things, that matters a lot. Unless otherwise we have a concept and a theory. That's what I have been telling in reiterating for the students and aspirants, parents and teachers. Very important. You should know how you study. Suppose you are not studied your subject, basic subjects very well, it is nothing wrong in it. Suppose we are joyful and we are not understanding those subjects earlier and you are not interested. But once you are interested on a subject, these things have to be read again. Understand those things again. The problem, people go for a higher level of competitive exam where they are not able to really understand the concept. Especially you take it from the common admission test for IIM. Mostly it's mathematics based. Why most of the students who clear the IIM, the CAT exam, are from engineering background? Because those who have a strong mathematical foundation. It is just mathematics and English. Now tell me, how many biology student, other than somebody is weak in mathematics, how many can clear it? Relieve all these things. Bring about the CSAT examination in civil services. There is a change. Once the change in the new syllabus came, the CSAT app introduced, the biological sciences have gone down. Only engineering subjects are really doing well. Then there were reforms. First CSAT was taken into consideration. Then later lots of fights among the aspirants and students, and then they said, okay, let us keep this for a pass mark, the CSAT. Even in the pass mark, people are not able to really qualify it because the question is so tough. Mathematics and English is very tough. People are facing problem. Now, even English background people can really clear it. Now think about somebody is weak both in English, mathematics, what they will do? This is what I am telling. You have to have a strong background and continuously add your subjects. Add and read. Unless otherwise you do understand in new avenues, new areas, how will you make these things? That's what I told. One of the videos we made, it's called brain bank. Why we called it brain bank? Because so many things are put into your savings bank. Like savings bank, you keep your money and for anything urgent and then you really use it. Same like that in examination. It is a brain bank which needs to be filled up. What is this? It is an information. But information may be any format. Information may be picture, information may be number, information may be data. There are many things will there. But all these things are kept in your brain in a format. It is an information. It's an inform format. But to get those info format, this information has to be collected. This collection will take through external reading. Unless otherwise you read books or magazines or listen news or watch news and new avenues, you are not going to understand what it is. Nothing wrong in understanding and reading new ideas, new thinking, because it will go into your brain. Now most of the boys and girls used to ask me, sir, I am not able to really digest it, I am not able to really understand it. See, brain has so much power to really take all these things. In fact, one of the videos I will be speaking also, how much is our brain power? Brain power is like 2.5 million GB. It's like 1 million hard disk HD movies can be stored. That's like 10 lakh movies can be kept in your brain. But we say our brain is not working, our brain is not accepting. It is an attitude. Very important. If you really we always say a proverb, like the cats really close the eye and then think that the whole world is dark. Like that, when you close your mind, close your thinking, close your mentality, and then you want to read, it will not read. Your mind will not work. You have to be open. You have to be open in all these things. Yes, I want to learn, I want to understand, I want to know more and more things about particular subject, whatever, whether interest or not interest. But you want to achieve something, that you have to have a strong inclination towards a particular subject, and you have to have an interest. Unless otherwise you create an interest, you will not be able to really make those things understand, because the brain will close. That's what I have been telling, that you have to create an interest in you. It's not that you need not go into the same subject of competitive exam. Anybody, for example, this adding knowledge, suppose you want to go for a business, particular business, but the competition is so heavy, your knowledge you acquired through some means will not be applicable tomorrow or day after tomorrow. You have to add on something. That's what I have been telling, that in a competitive world, I want to live a particular standard of life. Today, my life, I do work on something on 8 hours. Tomorrow, I have to work at least 8 hours, 1 minute. Why? Because I have to add something to my kitty. If we don't add it, I stay back, and then I will not be able to really cope up with the speed and competition in this world. So, adding up value to your brain, adding up value to your knowledge is a regular phenomena, and it should continue, and it's a continuous process. Please understand, this is very, very important, because most of the boys, they think that no, I studied in school, I studied in college. I have been getting calls. They say that I studied that book. Okay, fine. If you ask the person, they will not understand. They will not be able to really make answer or give an answer when you ask it. So what you mean by reading and writing? You have to have a thorough knowledge about a subject. What for you are reading? It is not mechanical reading and physically present, mentally absent reading. What is the use? No use. Just to reading purpose, when you read like a story book, you will not be getting any mark in the competitive examination. You really have to understand the concept, and you have to muck up things. You should really keep those things, that information in your brain, and which will be typed in your examination. So, very, very important. Everybody should understand, if you are really looking for a competitive exam as a career, and then you job in government or even private, whatever it is, but I am telling you, unless otherwise you add up your knowledge, continuous acquiring knowledge, you will not be able to really succeed. This is not only government, not only exam in the government, even in private. Suppose if you really don't cope up with a competition, you will be out. There are so many crore companies have been closed. They are all multi-million companies or immense, they closed because they were not able to really compete, because they were not able to really adjust with them or cope up with the new technologies. So world is fast changing. Please understand and adopt yourself, and add knowledge and add information to your brain, so that you are able to really gel with it. You are able to fly with it. You are able to travel with the speed of this world and competition, right? So very, very important, the takeaway point is, every day is a new day, and keep adding things to your brain, add on some information and knowledge to you, so that this kitty fills up, and you will be able to really face this world of the future without any problem, right? So thank you very much. We will take some other topic in next video. Thank you very much.
Subscribe our channel. Please like, share and comment. Don't forget to click the bell icon.